We are live. Coming with a brand new Stir the Pod podcast show. I'm your host, Trevor. Tonight we are joined by Andy. Andy, how you doing tonight?
What up, what up?
And we're also joined by Alex. Alex, how are you doing tonight?
Yo, yo, yo.
And we are here, episode 4, Cutthroat 2.0. It just feels weird, boys. I felt like I watched this episode about like 10 hours ago. Here we are, recording at 9:30. A very interessante episode, I'd say. We got a little love in the air. We got Scubanelli. We got kind of a bullshit, stupid elimination. We'll get into that. Andy, opening thoughts. What do you got?
I mean, I would say on a scale of like A to F, I'd give this one like 7.7.
Ooh.
You know, slightly above like the average, like slightly above average episode. I'll tell you what, I am getting really used to these sub 60-minute fly-throughs with 90-minute ads every now and then, as opposed to legitimately like 3-minute commercial breaks every 10 minutes. Like, this is becoming I actually get excited to watch the episode. But I don't know. We'll get into. I'm sure we'll get into what's really grinding my gears. But I don't want to spoil it.
Ooh, okay. Alex, what do we got?
I thought tonight's episode was fine. I thought it was nothing special. I don't know. Everything about it to me was very, very average, very B minus. The daily was fine. We've seen it a million times. The elimination was fine. The drama was fine. Like, everything was just kind of middle of the road. I like the pace. It didn't feel like it dragged or anything because we have these shorter episodes now. But, I mean, we're only 4 episodes in, so I don't think it's crazy to say this, but probably the worst episode of the season. But, like, something has to be the worst. I don't know. It was fine.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think?
I'd say a solid B minus, C plus.
My move.
God, sounds like it was your move.
Trev,
All right.
what'd you think?
You know, I thought it was a fine episode. No, I didn't mind tonight's episode. I thought it was better than fine. I was about to say it was fine. I actually feel like it was better. We had a little drama, and I kind of want, maybe it's in the comments tonight or whoever, I kind of want to dig into more of the behind the scenes of tonight's episode. Like, Anna Lee, like, did she just destroy her relationship? Like, I didn't know she was like married and stuff, and her hooking up with Leo. I guess there's a fallout of that. Obviously, we've seen Corey and Izzy tonight, the fallout of that, which we'll get into. Like, that's the shit that's kind of like, I'm interested. Sue me.
Yeah, we got some good love triangle, love situations going on. It's not like I'm trying to think of recent ones. Oh, like a great example. It's not like wasn't it Izzy and Rogan? Mm-hmm. Where it was like, even though I think Rogan literally lasted 1 episode, I did not want to see any more of that. Like, if Rogan would have lasted and we would have seen those two, it's like, I don't give a shit. But the Corey, Izzy, and the Anna Lee, Leo, it's just like, oh, baby. Like, right now, Adrian and Josh, it's kind of like, all right, yeah, they're just doing their own thing. But they don't have to, like, force feed us that relationship, you know?
Well, even Bananas and Macon Liete. Like,
oh, yeah, and I like that, too.
I know, like, they literally did a shot tonight where I loved, where it was like, it showed them, then it went here, then it went there, and it was there. Like, there's a lot of, was it related or hookups over under?
Yes, Stir the Prop, but I don't remember. We'll have to get the stats department on that.
I feel like almost now when we're talking about all these relationships, you know, like the Charlie Day meme from like Always Sunny.
Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah, what I never watched Always Sunny. That's what it's from, Always Sunny, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm just like trying to like decipher it all. I mean, these people are fucking nuts. I mean, you have Bananas literally hooking up with an 18-year-old.
And I think part of it is the fact that like Bananas is involved and Corey's involved. Like it's not just two rookies that we've never, even like Adrian, like we've seen her before. It's not like two rookies that we've never like seen on screen. Like we're getting some vets cutting it up.
But let me go this route with you, Andy. We have like it's four relationships. I think we just said kind of through all that. I would argue Bananas and Macon Liete are shown the least amount of all four.
True.
So I don't know. But let's dive in tonight's episode. Let's start with the daily. And I guess even before the daily, what are our thoughts on kind of jumping right into the daily? No more like Camp walks into the house. I mean, literally, I think tonight's episode started with them on the boat. Like, I thought it was just going to be, I thought they were just going to be going on like a nice little trip. You know how they always do like a one-off getaway kind of day or whatever. But yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, I love it. Get right in. Like 90% of the time, the stuff before the daily is weak anyway. I think it's very refreshing to just start right away.
I think so too, because when you start off that hot, you're forced to like actually buckle up. Like when we're 30 seconds in and TJ's already explaining the rules, like us as viewers are like, all right, we're getting down to it, as opposed to what it used to be was maybe the streak, maybe not the streak, if the winner's coming back, some like dumb, stupid, like 5 full minute conversation that means nothing. And then we end up going, and maybe even a commercial break before then. So you're immediately like tuned out.
Yeah, I think you just hit the nail right on the head. Like the fact that we used to have like 8 minutes of bullshit and then we start walking to the daily, and not even halfway through TJ explaining the rules, you would get that commercial like, oh, here's the twist during the daily or whatever. It's just like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And then you get the classic, it'd be like the short version of, you know, like instead of 8 minute span during the commercial, it would be like a 4 minute span and then a quick commercial where you wouldn't even see the entire daily.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's like you guys are jumping off of that. And then they cut to the scared reactions. And then it's a commercial and we're 13 minutes into the 90-minute block and we've really accomplished nothing.
Insane. All right. So the daily itself, a simple teams jump in, they swim to this platform. Once the entire team's there, they have to jump in the water and they have to swim to, is it 2 air bubbles essentially that they go through? Very Bananas Abe-esque. I mean, just the classic scene. What was that during Bloodlines, right?
Well, I mean, what was the over-under that you were going to mention that tonight? It's so easy.
I think it was like minus 1,000. Funny to see you here. Wasn't that the line or something like that? But they had to dive in, go to the air bubble, go to another air bubble, pick up like a puzzle piece or whatever, and then swim to the other thing, other platform. They had to get 5 people across, which, correct me if I'm wrong, Blue had to get everybody to do it. All these other teams that have more only needed 5 people to do it, right?
No, I think that everybody had to get everybody on their team.
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm pretty sure there were 5 puzzle pieces, but everyone did have to make it over because on the scoreboard it would show like
right, yeah.
X of 5, X of 8.
But what I'm saying is Blue had to get the puzzle pieces. Like nobody could go. Like for example, on the orange team, Izzy didn't get a puzzle piece. She was fine because we had 5 other people do it. She wasn't.
Correct.
That's my point. Which screwed up the blue team. Ultimately, orange picking up the win on that.
Did we just get a side effect of jumping straight in? Because we used to get TJ explaining it and then Tori explaining the rules as well before actually doing it. Now it's just TJ doing it once because we don't cut to commercial break. And now we're having to think about what the actual rules were.
But I do miss that though. I miss kind of the commercial break and we'd be like,
oh
Is it going to be repeating the rules today? Oh, it's bananas. All right, next week you can cross bananas off the list. Who's it going to be next week? Tori.
No, you know who it used to always be? I was thinking of someone and just defaulted to Tori because she's on this season. That was Casey's job.
Casey.
That was how Casey got airtime.
Yeah, that's I think what got her calls back
Yeah.
was the fact that she was good at explaining the rules allegedly.
That's
So in the daily, Blue goes into it basically having an advantage on paper because they have less people and everybody kind of mentioned it, which like is a thing that we see in the challenge from time to time. The smaller teams, less people, sometimes have an advantage, and this was one of them. Probably trying to even the playing field a little bit, and Blue just once again shits the bed. They look terrible. They get third place, particularly the captains, Nelly and Cara. Nelson takes off his fake leg at one point and goes in with literally one leg. That was definitely a moment. Cara didn't know how to dive, like all of this stuff. So what did you guys think about just Blue's performance as a whole?
The thing is, this is what I was talking about during the preview, where it's like, I love Nelly. I'm happy he's on. I want to see him continue, but it is kind of a waste because, like, even if Cara wasn't there to like help take some of the blame off of him, he was not going to do this. Now, granted, he put up a hell of a fight to do so, but the dude has one leg. Like, how is he supposed to swim like 10 feet underneath and then 50 yards across? Like, that's ridiculous.
I mean, he low-key had it. You got to one air bubble, and then he said he panicked or whatever. I'm happy for Nelson. Sue me.
Me too. Me too.
He's still doing it, like, to the best of his ability. He was better than Cara at doing it. Like,
and better than Nerys. Like, he was not like, he wasn't the worst person on today's episode, even though he has one leg.
How many? I mean, but here's the thing, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying he would win a final or anything like that, but that challenge to that daily today, that's a daily. That's not in a final. Like this, I feel like the swimming portions of a final is more like a straight up swim, which Nelly's not amazing at. Go ahead.
Do you not remember like 2 or 3 finals ago where Jordan won and it was literally 95% swimming?
What season was that?
You don't remember that?
That was season 40.
It was. I'm saying like,
but what
dive underwater and do it's more like a straight swim is what I'm getting at.
True.
Yeah.
But my point is, like, Nelly can do. Now he's not the fastest by any means. I still think he could run. I think
say it, Trev.
I think he could finish a final
before Nisa. Yeah, duh.
I'm just saying, like, don't count him out. That's all I'm saying. I love Nelly. Scuba Nelly. I mean, give him something. I mean, he literally was like, my prosthetic is an anchor, and he just took it off and started.
I love that.
Do you think he had to go back for it, or like production got it for him?
I was thinking about that. Like the whole raft was like kind of like it's in the water, so like there are waves. Like couldn't have just rolled off and gone into the water, never to be seen again? Who knows? I mean, but Nelson has an excuse. Cara has done 20 seasons and just looks terrible.
She'll be the first one to tell you she's done 20 seasons. That part pissed me off earlier on today's episode too.
Let me go this route with you. This season, is she the biggest disappointment?
Yeah.
You look at the swimming, terrible. You look at her, anything above 50 feet, terrible. What is she good at?
Losing.
There we go.
Losing, crying,
complaining,
dressing like a guy.
All right.
Acting just weird in general. Not being entertaining.
Do you I'll wait because I'll bring it up in the section where she was getting criticized and stuff because we did kind of talk about that in the preseason. Does she want to be here or not?
I
But we'll
mean,
get into that.
let's move to that right now. I feel like Orange
Well,
wins.
Well, I wanted to talk about Orange's win. I mean, Orange picking up the dub. Are they now, I don't want to say getting to their groove, but are they the best team?
Yeah,
Alex?
I think so.
I don't know. They just are still so old. CT is massive. CT did the swimming challenge, by the way, with his shirt on. Did anybody else notice that?
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
I mean, I don't know. So Gray now has 7 people, and they lost Maurice. Like, that's not a huge loss. Like, Orange, I still feel like literally needs to still trim the fat. I don't know. It's pretty close. I would still give the slight edge to Gray.
Wow. Okay. I'm going Orange. Because it's like a challenge like this where there is some physicality and athleticism needed, but I think challenges like this are much more like challengey than, like there's a lot of challenges that are just challengey. And this team has done how many seasons combined? That should be something the stats department looks up. Is like number of seasons per team as a total. I mean, it's got to be 100.
I mean, they're almost they're probably at 50 between the two of the big dogs.
Yes.
Is there
Michelle, Tori?
Okay, Michelle and Tori are both on that team. It's probably close to like 80, I would guess.
But it's like the challengey stuff that I think they are going to excel at.
Yeah, and I mean, this team is still by far the most fun team, brand recognition, names, all of that stuff.
Yeah. So they win.
They win. They win. Gray gets second. I don't even think they showed Gray finish. Can someone correct me if I'm wrong?
Did anybody even finish besides Orange?
I don't think they showed Gray. I don't know if it was because they just didn't show it or if Blue kind of just gave up. I don't really know.
Yeah, that part was weird.
But Gray finishes. We go back to the house. They kind of talk about everything that carries into their night out at the bar. And basically, from a politics voting standpoint, great team because they're second. Their captains have to pick, and then they all vote. And so the captains are Leo and Cassidy. And then basically the girls they have to choose from for the 2 spots are Adrian, Sydney, and Maurice. And it's kind of clear that Maurice is kind of low man on the totem pole. And it's just a matter of kind of how they arrive to that point, how they nominate and everything. So we'll get to the actual voting itself in a little bit, but they're all at the bar talking about that. And then I don't know if it was maybe the after they got back from the bar or the next night or whatever. This is when we get like Anna Lee and Leo, we get Cara and everything. So what kind of stood out from this section?
I think the funniest thing. How about the little telephone that they made?
Oh, you like that?
Come on.
I'm so out on the telephone.
Alexander Graham Bell? I mean, these people are fucking idiots.
I'm so out on all of that.
Come on, Trev. You didn't like that.
I'm in on that.
That is something you would like.
It's so stupid and smirky.
You mean so stupid and schmirky because CT wrote SH in front of everything for that for some reason.
So dumb.
And I'm normally the anti-CT person too, but
you kind of bulge at CT.
I don't know why. I just found that so smirky. I don't know why. It's so stupid.
So that part of what Alex just brought up is what grinds my gears. Is Blue Team had 3 girls. that they could pick from. Or Gray.
Great team.
Gray. And that's just so dumb. 2 of them are going to get nominated. There's 3 total. What are we doing? Like, I know we keep talking about it every episode, but the season like kind of just started, and we're already at the point where there's just not going to be a lot of people. Like, if Gray loses again and they're in the exact same situation, it's just going to – and maybe that's part of why they are only doing 1 captain, but who's to say the captain's not a girl and there's literally 2 people. So there's no voting, there's no nominations, there's no alliances. It's just between those 2. How does that work?
I think you're going to have to do a merge, right?
I think so.
There's got to be 2 teams only. Because to your point, Andy, this is going to get so stupid where people are just automatically going to go in eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the problem. Like, the way they should have done this format is just, why not just make it original Cutthroat? Same voting, same everything. But I know Alex was very anti that, and he wanted the new twist and stuff.
Well, I was just looking up something real quick. So we've done 4 episodes, right? And we started the season with 24 people. We've lost 1 person each episode. So basically, after 4 episodes, we have 20 people left. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
After 4 episodes last season, we had 29 people left.
What?
29. We started the season with less than we had at this point last year. So I don't know. It's just different, and it kind of takes some getting used to. I feel like I'm personally getting a little bit more used to it every single week. I'm trying to see what that number was for 2 seasons ago when we started with 40. Maybe you guys go ahead and I'll try to count this up. But yeah, I don't mind it.
Tommy, great to see you in the chat. Be careful door dashing. Don't crash while listening to us. What is the most episodes we've had on a challenge season?
Ooh.
It was actually 28. It was actually 28 for season 40, so even less because of the wasn't it the Era Invitational?
Yeah.
That's a good question. It's definitely at least like 22. I know we got into like the low mid 20s at some point. Maybe we can ask ChatGPT.
Yeah. Genomai doesn't seem to have any solid answers.
Ooh.
You know, Genomai.
So what you guys think of Anna Lee and Leo? I know we touched on it earlier, but I think we just got to dive right into it. I mean, I thought this was like going back to my opening thoughts. I liked this part. I wish they would have given us more of this and less of like the voting, Maurice panicky and all of that. Like, give us more of the married Anna Lee flirting with Leo. Kind of whispering, forgetting she was being filmed, all of that. I mean, this is the best part of it, in my opinion.
I agree. I was locked in for this, and we didn't even find out that she was married until after like a couple scenes. So like, it showed them kind of coupled up, and then it was like, oh yeah, but Annalie's married, and then it was just like, whoa. Like, it was already like entertaining and exciting, and now it's like, what the fuck's going on? The one thing that was racing through my head was, do you think Anna Lee told her husband about this when she got back, or was he watching this today just like us, and then just looking at her being like, what the fuck?
I think she must have told. There's no way you don't tell. I hope the same thing with Corey. I hope Corey explained everything before.
Corey, come on.
I know where we're going with that, but still, I would hope they did.
I don't know. I think there's a chance maybe Anna Lee canceled their Paramount subscription yesterday before this came out. But the thing that, like, when I think it was Nerys who first said like Anna Lee's husband or whatever, and then instantly, you're like, what's going on here? But then I was expecting the next confessional of Anna Lee to be like, I I know that this looks weird, but like Leo, we get along, and like I love my husband, blah blah blah, like showing a picture of him and like saying all these things. Her confessional was not really that. It was like, oh, I just after being with somebody for so long, it just feels nice to get attention from someone else. Like that was the crazier part to me, where it was like maybe things aren't going well at the Mr. and Mrs. Anna Lee household.
Oh, not good. Yeah, what was the line she said? I'm horny or something?
I think she said like, I'm so fucking horny. And it was a whisper too, clearly like not trying to get it on camera. Like she was, to TJ's point in the chat, I would not be too happy if what happened I was watching.
It kind of gave SW vibes. Right here.
I think Alex is spot on though about like how she was kind of talking about it too, because it's one thing like if she's getting like swept up in the moment and stuff, but she was just like doubling and tripling down on everything. So I don't know what's going on in that household, but thankfully like it was Leo. Leo actually kind of came across as like a good guy. Like he wasn't. There are some guys, one of which was on a balcony talking to Izzy, who like if at Leo's age would have heard that, he would already like have all his clothes off and be like, let's go in the shower, because that's where they just always go because there's no cameras. So good for Leo for multiple reasons.
Yeah, and I mean, thankfully for us, Anna Lee is coming back. So hopefully this storyline continues.
True. Trev?
The challenge is just fucking nuts. I mean, these people, like, does she really think this isn't going to be seen? Like, anything in that house is fair game. And I'm more curious, how much did production hold back? Do you think there was even more things behind the scenes and they were just like, we don't want to completely ruin this relationship. We might want her back for another season?
No, because in her confessionals, she wasn't like saying anything that was different than how she was acting on screen. It's just those damn big like bed couches. Those bed couches get them all.
I think didn't Leo say at one point, I'm staying in this square. I can't even go over to that square that she was on, the cushion.
Let me go this route with y'all. TJ Lavin _ the challenge, thanks for listening, said, did she do anything wrong if they didn't hook up? Is the husband still pissed just because she told the dude she's horny? Alex, thoughts?
I mean, if I was the husband, the cuck, according to Boogie, I would still be pissed. I mean, yeah, and it's not just the couch; it's the confessionals after, where she's not like shutting it down. She's saying like, it actually felt good to get attention from Leo. I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like the guy that you're whispering about how horny you are. Like it's good to get attention from this person. Like fuck that. Like I just think it was a bad look.
To quote another Always Sunny all-time line, it's the implication. Like, did she do anything? Like, technically no, but it's the implication. But who knows how Mr. Anna Lee is handling it?
Was
not our problem.
Husband from?
We'll get him on. Should we get him on?
God, I heard we're talking to a potential challenger soon.
We'll dive into maybe a rookie that could be appearing.
God, spoilers. All right. Well, do we want to go into the elimination?
Let's do it.
Alex, you want to explain it? A nice little puzzle-y?
Yeah. So yeah, but we get to the elimination ground. We get to the killing floor. and orange team gets to pick the blue girl, right? And they pick out of all the girls, and they pick Annalie. And then they get to pick from the 2 nominated gray girls, which are Adrienne and Nerys. They pick Nerys, which is just like classic, like both of them, Nerys and Annalie, just kind of bottom of the totem pole. They go into this elimination where it's basically you have to rip kind of 2 parts. First part is you have to rip these like big bar things out of the wall. I feel like we've seen this before. I know they had something similar to this in Dirty 30 where you're just ripping it through the drywall. And then the second part of it, because, we have to have a puzzle, is like 10 or 15 different like holes to put them in. And the catch is that they all have to be level. So I guess some of them are different heights. Some of the holes are like different depths. And once you get them all, you have to basically figure out which one goes in where. And that's basically the elimination. I don't know your guys' thoughts. I thought it was fine.
What was the childhood game? It reminded me. Is it Kerplunk? Is that with the little pieces where it's like the timer and it explodes? No.
Unfamiliar. Are you talking about Guess Who?
No, not even close. The little pieces, they're all different sizes, and you had to get them on the. I think it was called Kerplunk, but I could be wrong. That was the vibe I got during this. The drywall one was it Dirty 30 where we've seen this before? I feel like that's always a classic one.
Yeah, I think so, and I think maybe 1 or 2 times after that as well.
I don't think it's Kerplunk.
No, it's not Kerplunk. I just looked it up. What's the fucking game with the timer and it's like bouncing and you drop in the little pieces and
Sorry.
No, shut the fuck up. I'll figure it out.
I thought this elimination was
fine.
It was fine.
No,
I'm happy with this elimination for Annalie and Nerys. Like there are every season there's some kind of duds of what the elimination itself is, and there's nothing better than when a dud of an elimination matches up with a dub or dud of an elimination matchup, and that's what we got. Like if this was Brad and Keanu, wouldn't have been excited for it, and vice versa if we would have swapped Annalie and what's her face to last episodes, it wouldn't have been as enticing. So I was fine with how it all played out.
Boogie, yeah. you are just on a tear tonight.
He really is. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. And honestly, like those 2 girls both did a better job than I thought they would be or thought they would do. Like I thought, they'd kind of get the point of like not being able to get some through the walls. And we've definitely seen in some of these eliminations, we've definitely seen like girls basically do that and literally hit the wall and like not be able to continue. They definitely like tired out. They got tired doing it, but they were all able to like both perform pretty well.
Yeah, it was in it that it made it like, even though I think Annalie won kind of easily, it visually looked like it was a pretty good, somewhat neck and neck race. So it was fine to watch.
It just, who do you think, if you could have 2 people in this elimination, who would you guys want?
Bananas and Chris J. Huff.
Does it have to be people from this season?
You can go any direction.
I'll go. You wanted Chris?
You wanted Chris and Bananas.
I'll go Jordan and Wes.
Ooh, one-handed Jordan.
Ooh, yeah. You know who I would like Derek too, because the top holes seemed like they were actually kind of high. So it would have been fun to see him like kind of trying to jump up there like a little elf.
But how would like Anissa do in this elimination? She could get him out of she could rip him out of the wall.
If she just, I thought someone would do this. Like, it looks like you could have stood on them, like to reach the top. If Anissa just found a way to step on each one, I think she would just have them all out. Like, I think it would just tear the whole thing down, and she could start on the puzzle.
Like kind of like that Mario Party mini game where it's like the vines from each side and you're kind of just bouncing up left to right. She just kind of does that to all of 10 sticks or whatever.
Correct.
You guys are so out of control.
So blue finally gets a win. So they don't lose anybody. They have 5 people. And for the first time all season, somebody who's not on the blue team goes home. Like that's somewhat notable. So now going into episode 5, orange is still full strength, 8 people. Gray is now 7 of 8, and then blue stays at 5. So it's a little bit more even playing field now. And then what you guys think of the old captain's twist?
Oh, captain, my captain.
And let's confirm it first, because basically what happened is, TJ says there's another twist, and is it before the daily next week they're all going to cast their vote on the one and only captain for their team for the rest of the season?
I believe
correct.
So.
What do you guys think?
I like it for 2 reasons. One, I think having a twist right now makes sense. Like, we've all kind of got accustomed to this format. So it's nice to throw a little wrinkle into it without having like a big merge or anything like that. I also think it could potentially, knock on wood, help with the whole 2 people have to get voted in and there's only 3 options. Like, in theory, that could extend that another episode or 2. And maybe they do a curveball for that now as well, because one other person is going to be available. So there could be some ripple effects, some domino effects, if you will, of this twist that I'm hoping are positive.
I think I'm very curious of where the voting goes, because I think there's a risk of being the captain, though. Like, let's just say it's Bananas as the orange team captain. If you're the orange team, I would try to throw him in like, I don't know what the whole safe is going to be now. Like, there's no way a captain's going to be saved from like every single elimination or voting, right?
Probably not.
Like, if you finish second, you should be thrown in now, correct?
Maybe.
Because
that could be it. But what happens if there's 2 males and 1 female?
Fair.
Yeah. Because like it throws in so many X factors now. Because there's one captain per team. So like if it is, let's say, 2 teams nominate a male captain and another team nominates a female, we also, like, you would think that next week would be a male because we've been alternating, but at this point it's an even playing field. So let's say there's 1 female captain and that team loses. Maybe TJ says this is going to be a female elimination day, and we have 2 female eliminations in a row. And the reason he says that is because that team got last place. So like that girl captain is going to be in the elimination. And then like the second place team, maybe the male captain is the one who picks which female. Like, it just introduces like a whole new way to play the game. I mean, this is just like another great example of they are just making up the rules as they go.
I kind of love that, though. It's just a shit show. Interns are scrambling all over. It's kind of like that everything's fine meme or whatever with the house on fire. Just kind of like feeling.
Well, and you know what else it made me think of? Because TJ said in tonight's episode, he made a point of like, these are your captains for the rest of the season. I think he said that, right? It reminded me of last season where we spent 10 episodes switching partners every season. And then TJ says, this is the lock-in, this is the draft. Like, the partners are locked in from this point forward. And then I think we literally got to the next episode. They did the daily, and TJ says, who wants to swap partners? And it's just like all of that emphasis on the lock-in and all of it, it's just instantly out the door. So like I would not put it past them at all to say episode 5 we're picking these team captains. They could change. I mean, they have to change if the captain gets eliminated, right? Like, there's just so many variables here. Mikey asked a good question. Who do you think the captains will be? I think we can do a quick round table just off the cuff.
I think Blue's going to be.
Let's do Blue first.
Letty.
I like that pick.
It's not going to be Cara.
Blue, I might go. Yeah, I'll go Letty.
It can't be Nelly.
I was going to say
any other guys.
Nelly and Josh. I hate Josh, by the way.
But Josh is kind of acting like a pseudo captain for them.
I was going to say Nelly for a second, just because I think a lot of these people are going to be like, I don't want to be captain. But I think Nelly would be like, sure, give it to me. But Lette is a good pick because I feel like she's kind of just indifferent on most things.
Mm-hmm.
Trev, what's your pick for Blue?
I like Macon Liete.
Okay, 3 for 3. Let's go Gray. I think I have my pick.
I think it's Chris or Sydney. Has to be. They're running.
I think I've got Chris.
Yeah.
I'm going Corey.
Who?
Ooh.
I think you mentioned something on tonight's episode. Like, I think it's gonna be Corey because I think Chris is gonna say like, don't give it to me. Like, Corey, you wanted this. Like, this is all yours, man. You're the vet on this team. Like, and Corey, like, honestly, Corey, I feel like he's kind of low man on the totem pole E. So like, might as well. I don't know. Corey's my guess for Gray. Orange. I don't think it'd be Bananas, right? I think Bananas would be smart enough to just kind of hide back from that. Probably the same for CT.
I think it's either Michelle or Tori.
I think it's Tori because I think Michelle doesn't want that.
Who are the 4 girls? Michelle, Tori, Izzy.
Oh, isn't there Deb?
Deb?
Chubb.
Deb.
Because the other random blonde chick is on Gray.
Gray. I think it's going to be Deb or Izzy because I think that team is so veteran heavy that all those guys, like even Michelle and Tori, are going to be like, I don't want this. I want to stay away from it. That it's then like even like Will and Justin are going to be like, I don't want it either. And they're just going to kind of like force one of those 2 girls to be the captain.
But if you're the vets on Orange and you don't know what power the captain has, don't you want somebody that's like on your side? Like, God forbid the captains have a ton of power and they have to rely on Deb Chubb.
Honestly,
like,
that's a good point.
You would need someone like a Tori or Michelle and just like tell them, hey, you're going to be fine. We will take care of you. But we can't let somebody who's an idiot and isn't on our side call any shots.
Or if you're a Bananas, do you think you could try to talk Will into doing it?
Oh, I forgot about Will.
Yeah,
because I feel like
he's a head case too.
I know, but I feel like Bananas kind of been, he's probably thinks they're boys now. They're on the same team. They just won a daily.
What about Justin?
I feel like Justin's too smart to fall for that.
Are we just doing radar watch now?
Honestly, Justin's not bad either because I'm also thinking long term. Correct me if I'm wrong. TJ said at the beginning of the season, your captain will decide how much each person wins. So that eliminates Bananas. He'll never be captain.
Why?
Bananas is going to take the money and run from these clowns.
Oh, you mean because they have to vote? I was thinking like obviously he will want to be it, but yes, you're right. They would not vote him captain.
Yeah, he will never be it.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited for it. I think a little twist like this is going to be good.
There we go. Anything else before we get into some segments?
Let's get into some segs.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, like I said, I didn't love the episode, but I still feel like as a season, we're tracking pretty well. And we needed a twist after 4. We kind of got it. So I like this.
Yep.
Yeah. So 2 segments tonight. The first segment, I'm gonna kick it over to Alex. He was tweeting about it this past week. Obviously, we watched, or we lost. We lost a challenge competitor. And Alex, if you want to kind of take it away and give your TBD.
Yeah. So I wanted to clear kind of the episode. We'll get to MVP in a few minutes, but wanted to clear the episode of any other segments because we had to mention this tonight. Trev, like you said, we were tweeting about it. I'm sure all the challenge fans have seen this by now. That Tyler from Real World Key West, challenger, champion, sadly passed away in the past week or so at the age of 44. I mean, it just sucks. Like this, it doesn't. There's probably a handful of times that something like this has happened in the challenge universe. Had to address it. We've seen all of the tributes from all of the cast members and everything about kind of their relationship with Tyler. He seemed like one of the few like genuinely like good and normal people that we've had on the challenge. So just wanted to bring that up tonight. Obviously thoughts and prayers to Tyler and his family and friends and like his cast members. I mean, Bananas posted a tribute about that last week. So you guys have anything you want to mention on Tyler? I have a few other thoughts, but I want to give you guys a chance as well.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you kind of talked about it. I mean, a great competitor, great person. Correct me if I'm wrong, beat Bananas twice in eliminations. I think he's beat him twice. And then obviously maybe has my favorite elimination of all time with Bananas on his team. Tebow.
Rivals?
Oh, yeah.
Against CT.
He just seemed like a really good, well-liked guy, like really good guy, also very normal, like probably like had an actual life outside of this, unlike some people that are still on this season, but let's not go down that rabbit hole. But he just seemed like a really good person that was also like fun to watch. He was entertaining, like enjoyed having him on. And it's always sad to see, especially at a young age.
Yeah.
I will say I was a little surprised in tonight's episode they didn't just add something to the end of the episode.
It's a good
point.
Thank you. I think it would have been a nice touch. Obviously, they filmed this beforehand, but like just putting something at the end of an episode, feel like it was a missed opportunity. But that's just me.
Yeah. And I mean, I like outside of his personality and all of that thing, like Tyler was like one of the more underrated like male challengers we've had, in my opinion. Like, and I tweeted some of this out the other day, but like he's a 2-time champion, and not only did he win 2 in a row, but he won like 2 seasons in a row. Like he didn't take a season off in between. Like he won Cutthroat, the original Cutthroat, season 20, came back on season 21 for Rivals and won it with Bananas. Like that doesn't really happen. And then he never did any more flagship shows. But like the list of multi wins is very short. And like Tyler's one of them and did the last 2 back to back. Like that's really impressive. And he won the Rivals final. If you remember, he had food poisoning right before the final and like almost like didn't do it, but like powered through and won it. And just like he was an awesome swimmer, like really good eater. And just real quickly, like when I think about Tyler on the challenge, one of the like random things that's just like in my brain about him on the show is, Trev, you mentioned T-Bone, the Rivals elimination. I always remember they're in that new house, right? I think the second location that they moved to, and like the elimination is decided. It's Bananas and Tyler versus CT and Adam. And they're at the house, like, and it's Bananas and Tyler just kind of talking strategy, shooting the shit. And the thing that just always stuck out to me is Bananas is basically like, our strategy, he's talking to Tyler, he's like, our strategy going into this elimination is you, Tyler, are going to like basically like neutralize CT. Like you don't have to like beat him at whatever it is, just kind of like stay even with him, try to like neutralize him as much as possible. And then I can like destroy Adam because I'm way stronger and just way better than him. And it always just stuck out to me that like Bananas, who was at like Apex Mountain like he realized that their best shot as a team was not for him to try to go one-on-one against CT. It was for Tyler to do that because Tyler was that big, that strong of a guy. And like that was like their best chance as a team was like have Tyler take on CT, who also at the time was like a beast, like, and just kind of like realize like that was their best chance. Always just stuck out to me, and like that's kind of what happened in the elimination. Like, it was pretty even until the end, and Tyler and Bananas won. So yeah, for some reason that's always just kind of stuck out to me.
Even before you talked about the rival season, it is even shocking. I forgot he ended up winning in Cutthroat, and they didn't even mention anything in literally the next Cutthroat season that we've gotten. Which, correct me if I'm wrong too, he is where he beat Bananas was actually the whole CT backpack.
Yeah, he
he outdid Bananas because Bananas. I mean, everybody thinks that elimination. Like if you haven't seen the challenge and you've seen the clip, you would think it was CT versus Bananas, but obviously CT was the mercenary who came in.
Yeah, and yeah, the reason Bananas actually went home wasn't because of the backpack clip. It was because Tyler did better against CT, and like that's how they measured it, and that's what actually sent Bananas home. And then Tyler, I think the very next episode, beat Derek, the maniac guy, in the next elimination, which I think was the last elimination of the season. So he won like back-to-back eliminations towards the end to win a title, and the very next season he like beat CT at the very end to like win another title. Like just a really impressive resume. I was just looking it up. I thought he had done more seasons. He'd only done 4. Yeah, he did Duel, which is where he beat Bananas originally, and then Gauntlet 3. I can't remember exactly what happened, but then won his last 2 titles there. Just like a really impressive resume. And like, you know, we talk a lot here about just the challenge as whole, legacies and all of that. And like Tyler was never like in the Mount Rushmore of challengers, but like 2 titles, great moments. Like you really can't tell the story of the challenge without Tyler. So like, again, very sad that this happened. But we wanted to mention this tonight, and just glad we could take a few minutes here to discuss. And again, I'm sure all of our listeners know this has happened, but again, thoughts and prayers out to Tyler and all his family.
I would love to do this off season with you guys, kind of like I wouldn't say it's like a Hall of Fame, and you know how we do like the Legends tour and stuff, but kind of like an underrated Legends tour, people where it's kind of like this, shooting the shit, talking about somebody like Tyler for 5-10 minutes, and then moving on to another. Like we all draft like maybe it's 2 people each, and we go on a little tour or whatever.
We could do the Ring of Honor. So not quite the Hall of Fame, but a challenge Ring of Honor.
Yeah, and do a few each episode. Or in the same episode.
Or Stir the Pod presents Ring of Honor, male competitors, female competitors. Then it would be non-competitors. The non-competitors could go off the rails. Top
blanket.
This blanket.
Puss in Boots might need a Legends tour.
So let's. I feel like that was a good tribute by all of us and all of our listeners. So let's move on to MVP to close it out. And as we're waiting for the order, I will say, I'll go Alex, Andy, Trevor for my pick.
Trev, Alex, me.
Andy, Alex, Trev.
So while we're waiting, I will say, because of what we just talked about, we didn't have any other segments tonight, but I do want to let you guys and the listeners know, I think that was the order I picked. I do have a new segment. Not introducing it tonight. I'm still thinking about it, still workshopping it, but I think it's ready next week to be brought up. So let's just say, bring your challenge thinking caps. But I have a new, very simple segment I'm ready to introduce, because we're in kind of a segment role with this day, radar watch, all of these things. So just be ready.
I do also love the fact that we spent some time last week talking about segments we can bring back that most of us forgot that we even did. And instead of going back and finding one of those to bring back, we're just making a new segment.
I think it'll work.
So what are we doing?
I'm
Pole
excited.
position?
We could.
All right. MVP, LVP. Alex, take it away. First pick. Whoa. Yeah. Okay. Alex. McCord's comment just came up. I was like, wait, that wasn't it. Alex, what do you got?
MVP tonight. This is tough. I feel like everybody was just kind of fine. I'm gonna go.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna go with Leo. And Leo just kind of made me smirk. He kept me entertained. It was a good mix of like, I'm mad at my team, but I'm not being too cocky. I'm not being too much of a dick, but I'm just, especially without the Paramount, nothing's blurred out, right? So he's just like, those guys can go fuck themselves, like all of this stuff. He's with Anna Lee. I thought it was a good performance. Winning. I guess he was second place captain, but in power, it was a good time to be captain. So I'm gonna go MVP to Leo.
I think that's a great pick. I actually made a comment while watching that I like Leo. Like, he's just a fun guy. Like, I think he's good. He's entertaining. He's not like dumb drama, kind of like Will, like the first name that sticks out to me. Leo's just like a fun guy. I'm in for it. All right, so that's me for MVP now.
Yep.
God, I've got two that I'm kind of torn between. I'm pretty sure last week I gave my LVP to the blue team. Today I'm going to give my MVP to the blue team.
Ooh.
Wow.
They finally didn't send someone home. It's about damn time. Like, I think if Anna Lee would have lost, the producers would have looked around at each other and said, like, okay, we are approaching threat level midnight right now. What are we going to do? So they needed the dub and they squeaked it out.
Interesting pick.
Thank you.
My MVP tonight is not the blue team, but the orange team.
Ooh.
Because these guys are back. They're hot right now. They're heating up. They're finding their groove. They're playing well. They're like the Red Sox in, the summertime right now on the win streak. Looking good.
That's a good pick.
Tread lightly. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, Walt.
Honorable mention. I just want to throw it out there now. I know it's before my LVP time.
Whoa.
I'm just going to say it now. I don't care if I'm breaking the rules. But you know what? If you have a problem, Andy, say it to my face. Episode title. So fucking good. I was
Say it to my face.
Say it to my face is the episode title.
Did anybody
say it to my face?
God.
Did anybody in the episode say that?
No.
So,
God, I was so close giving that my MVP, but I couldn't. So smirky. All right, LVP.
That was a good honorable mention ahead of schedule.
LVP. I am gonna go blue team character Cara Maria. Cara,
that's the right pick.
She's so bad, and not the good bad. Like, she was. I don't know what's happened to her, and I kind of want to take a minute with you guys. Last season, I know there was I believe there was family issues, and you could just see throughout the season it's like she didn't want to be there. This year again, it's just like who was going? Was it Josh or Will going at?
Josh.
Josh was like going at her and stuff, and I thought it was all fair. Like,
yes,
she has produced. She should be thrown in every week. Like, I understand earning your stripes and everything like that, and Cara has. Don't get me wrong. Free agent, or she's always a free agent. She has how many titles, how many seasons, whatever. But when you're like constantly going like this, you have to get the ring rust off, and you gotta earn your stripes back a little bit. And she hasn't done that. She's hurt her team.
Well, and Josh's argument was so spot on, and Cara was talking about the last 10 years. But if you're Josh, you're like, I don't give a shit. This is my rookie year. This is my first time on. I don't care what you did 10 years ago. Like, you are playing like dog shit right now. Like, the hype challenge and this are brutal.
Yeah. No, literally, Kara is playing the excuse like, "Oh, I was a good competitor 10 years ago." Well, guess what? The Colts were a football team 10 years ago, but here we are not winning a fucking thing because of fucking Chris Ballard. But here we are. And I still can't believe Alex is on that fucking train.
Oh, watch it.
Yes, he's obsessed. He said,
He
"Oh,
is.
I like his guys this year."
Oh, Super Bowl. We just got Keenan Allen, wide receiver.
Keenan Allen's going to be
Here we
back.
go.
Watch it.
Dude, it's literally the fucking. They got the little, like the Young Bucks, Andy. It's that Mitch guy. It's Alex and that Kiefer boy. It's a fucking nightmare.
Yep.
Oh,
You're sitting there. Oh, Ballard.
Zachy Kiefer and Mitchie Walrod or whatever his name is.
I'm done.
God. Also, isn't there? What's the other guy's name, Andy? The Lucas something. I don't know. What's his name?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yes, Kara is 40 years old.
Oh, I think. Wait, that was CM is 40 years. Oh, I thought he meant Challenge Maniacs.
No, Kara. So she's what, like 6 years younger than Philip Rivers?
Yes. But Alex still has. Wait, Alex, don't you have like 10 Colts quarterback jerseys?
Oh, that if there's someone on here who has all the Colts QB jerseys, it is not me.
You guys hear that?
Matt Ryan, Carson Wentz,
Richardson.
Minshew,
God, you don't have a Minshew one, do you?
Oh, come on.
Flacco.
I think one of us has a Brissett, though.
Oh God.
God, you guys are nuts. I think the only one I have is a Joseph Adai. I have a Bob Sanders somewhere. I don't know where that is. CTE's fine.
I mean, that just sounds like the bad dog closet.
Reggie.
God. Yeah, Ryan McCord. Time to move on. Wait,
I'm off.
is Ryan McCord? Are you going to be an Indiana Bears fan? I heard they're changing the name to Indiana. They're not even going Hammond. They're going Indy.
Best
that got
best
shot
team in the
down.
state.
What got shut down?
All of it, especially
Explain.
the name. I'm serious.
It did get shut down.
I think one of the McCaskies came out and said we will be the Chicago Bears.
McCaskies or McCords?
McCord.
God, could you imagine the McCord family owning the Bears? Hey, if that ever happened, I mean, I would hope for a job so I can put the Soldier Field welcome stir the pot to the game. Surely that's never happened at a game, right?
5 year.
God, we're approaching 10.
No, we're not.
That is true.
What are we at?
We're 3 months away from 9.
Holy shit. Honestly, guys, I don't know how much I got left in me, T.
I think there were rumors of a 10-month or 10-year anniversary special that was a 24-hour live stream.
I think that is true. God, wasn't that mixed in with the Mario Party game?
God, I think I dominated.
No, not the 24-hour stream. We still got. I think the big four are going to be on it. Me, Andy, Alex, George. All right, who's up for LVP? This might be the longest LVP day.
I'm up. I've got 2, but I have to go with one. It's gonna be Nerese. I'm kind of just out on Nerese.
Ooh.
Like, she's kind of bad, but she's so damn annoying. I just can't stand it. Last episode, starting that Life According to Jimmy drama, and then like tonight, she was just like a firecracker. But the thing about like Camilla as a firecracker is someone else lit her. Nerese lights herself, and it's like no one gives a shit. No one cares. Like, you're trying to stir stuff up that doesn't need stirred up, and I'm honestly happy she's gone.
It's a good pick. I was thinking Nerese on season 39, so 3 seasons ago, had that crazy run at the end. I think she beat like 4 people within the span of 2 eliminations and got second place, and she was really close to Emmanuel to win it all. And it almost was like, is Nerys kind of like the Bengals, where like they're like Super Bowl runner up, and you look back and you're like, wow, the Bengals were in the Super Bowl and like kind of close to winning it, like, but then no other season have like it's just, that's kind of what she reminds me of at this point, where I feel like after that season, after 39, you're like, all right, Nerys could make it back to the final, like have a decent challenge career. I don't know about winning, but maybe get close another time or two. And now fast forward 3 seasons, and it's like the awesome season feels more like the anomaly.
I love that analogy.
I don't know. I mean, the problem with the Bengals were they always got hurt, though.
There's always excuses.
Well, Nerys
No. I would
has a broken
argue
heart.
it's more like the Miami Heat's bubble year.
What, losing to the Lakers?
Yeah, like losing.
Didn't they make another finals after that?
No.
Or right before it, maybe?
Yeah, they lost to the Nuggets
In the finals? After the
Yeah.
bubble?
That was the zombie Heat.
Jimmy Butler's been to 2 finals.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's number 100 on Simmons Pyramid.
Wait. They've made 2 finals since the bubble? Or I guess the bubble it's year in?
Yes.
Yes.
They were the 8th seed.
They beat the Celtics in the ECF, I think.
Yes. They lost the Nuggets 4-1 in the finals.
Was that COVID?
Oh, come on.
That's all. I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yes, Bengals is a great call. Trev doesn't like that because he kind of bulges at Burrow like you bulge at Ballard.
Unbelievable. I'm done. I'm out.
All right, LVP brings
right.
home, and then I've got a couple honorable mentions.
My LVP, it's not a challenger, so I'm pretty surprised. But I guess I'm still pretty surprised that this person fell to me. I'm going to go LVP, Mr. Anna Lee. I'm going to go Anna Lee's husband. Just a terrible, terrible episode to watch and recap. I had typed in earlier, Anna Lee, the challenge, and the first few things after were husband, is she still married, divorce, husband's still together, all of these different things. Looks like from 4 hours ago, Anna Lee released some sort of statement. Like all of those, I haven't even read it, but just like the fact that that's a headline is just so classic to me. Just a terrible, terrible look. So I'm going to go Anna Lee's husband for my LVP.
Do you want to? Oh my God!
Is it a long statement?
Yeah, the first one I saw was just my fault, guys. The drinks had me overly going, but the distance was kept and nothing happens. That was by Leo. Then I went to Annalise, and it is way too long.
Oh, come on. Can we have Chat GBT summarize it?
It's just a screenshot. I'll read it off. We might as well. So this is Annalie. Okay. I knew this conversation was coming, and I'm not going to pretend I'm proud of it. I said things I shouldn't have said, and I understand why people are disappointed or uncomfortable watching it. I'm married, and I know the conversation crossed a line that I never should have allowed it to cross. I take responsibility for that. What wasn't shown was the conversation I had afterwards where, humiliated, I apologized and acknowledged to Leo that what I did was disrespectful to my husband and to anyone in a committed relationship. I also told my husband everything as soon as I got my phone back, and we've had months to have the conversations, work through it, and deal with it privately together, aside from this statement. The environment was intense, emotions were high, and alcohol was involved. But again, we need more alcohol in the challenge. But none of those things excuse what I said. I'm not asking anyone to excuse it either. I just want to be honest about the fact that what you're seeing isn't the entirety of what happened or how I handled it afterward. I made a mistake. I owned it with the person who mattered most to me, and I'm continuing to take responsibility for it. I can live with people not liking what I did. Trust me, I'm not proud of it, but I hope people can also understand there's a real person and a real marriage on the other side of this screen.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Wow.
These people, unbelievable.
Does anyone else have some honorable mentions? I've got two. I'll go ahead. CT, LVP, his dumb little spy phone, and he's just so fat. And
he had a shirt on.
I don't know if you guys saw, but either today or yesterday, like he posted something on his Instagram, and it was like flashback pictures of him like in his prime, and he was just a great looking dude, incredibly jacked. And it's just like, buddy, you're wearing a shirt to jump in water now. What are we doing? And then I also had as an honorable mention MVP, couldn't give it to him, but Nelly, because he was trying. He was literally swimming with one leg and made it farther than other people with two. And more importantly, he was also calling Kara out on the way she was acting. She was like, "You're a vet. Why are you acting like this? Like, this is how rookies act." And then my last MVP honorable mention, of course, it's got to be the Banana Man. The Keanu toucan was unbelievable. When he was saying something and Keanu would literally just word for word repeat it. That was priceless.
That reminded me. I wanted to mention that on the episode. It reminded me of The Hangover when Zach Galifianakis, like throughout the movie, starts trying to copy Bradley Cooper and just like kind of be like him. And then I think they're in like the middle of the desert. He's like, "Shit," and then Alan's like, "Shoot." He's like, "Damn it, darn!" And he's just like copying everything he says. Like that was the way they edited that was.
That's a great poll.
Honorable mention MVP. I don't think it's been nominated or anything. Paramount Plus. 45-minute episodes, only a minute 20 commercials. Even though it's not live, and that's how I knock it. I almost wish it was like, YouTube you can watch, if you're watching like Surviving Barstool, it does like a countdown clock into it. I wish they would have done that this season. That starts at like 8 o'clock. But for the most part, I think it's pretty solid.
But if they did that at 8 o'clock, what would you do at 4 a.m.?
That is very true. I love the 4 a.m. watch. It's a great way to start the day. Go on my 8-mile bike ride, go on my 4-mile run once I get the phone call for the challenge.
Do your puzzle.
Yeah. By the way, that game was called Perfection. I could not remember what it was called. I looked it up. The little board game I was talking about.
Oh.
Seems
this
very...
Nobody remembers this? With the little pieces.
Oh, Operation.
I'm done. Get the fuck out of here, Operation. All right. Anything else? Wrapping it up. Looks like somebody who said something about this. Mikey the Doctor, movie review next week, Lego movie or 80 for Brady. I'll watch both. Before MVP, LVP, I'll give both review. It will be on my letterbox as well. T-Fon, if you want to call that. Anything else?
No,
I'm good.
Well, with that being said, thank you guys for listening to a brand new Stir the Pod podcast show. I've been your host, Trevor. You can follow us on Twitter at Stir the Pod. You can follow us on Instagram at Stir_the_pod. Thank you guys. Love you guys. Shout out Duffy. Go to bed, Georgia Mason. Bye-bye.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
Also, love you guys.